Thank you very much, Stan. It's a real pleasure for me to be back in central Pennsylvania, where I have so many friends and so many roots and so many fond memories of people and places and players and teams. In 1967, I went to Detroit to become the offensive line coach of the Detroit Lions, and one of the first players I met was an overweight center by the name of Ed Flanagan. Ed weighed 270 at that time, and his nickname was Fluff. So I proceeded to sit Ed down. We had very long discussions about his weight reduction program that we were going to put in effect to get him down to 245 pounds, where he could utilize some quickness to be able to get through and get the middle linebackers that were dominating the National Football League at that time. And Ed always had excuses. Big boned, liked to eat pasta. He had every excuse in the world for not getting down to that 245 pounds. But we persisted. Namely, we weighed him in twice a week. We put a fine system in at $25 a pound for every pound he was over, and he got the message in a hurry. But in any event, Ed went down to 245 and went on to become a great center. He had some outstanding games. We had tremendous rivalry in those days with the Chicago Bears. They had one of the greatest middle linebackers ever to play the game, a guy that came to play every Sunday, Dick Butkus. And they were using a four-man line with Dick Butkus, a middle linebacker, lined up over Ed Flanagan, and Ed went out there and got after him. And Ed more than held his own. In fact, in a lot of those games, he just dominated Dick Butkus, which was very, very difficult to do. And I think in the late 60s and early 70s that Ed Flanagan was the finest center playing in the National Football League. I think if you took that period of time and you looked up in a dictionary the word center as it pertains to the National Football League, Ed Flanagan's picture would be in that dictionary. That's the kind of football that he played and the kind of job that he did. And it's just a real pleasure for me to be here to present for induction into the Blair County Sports Hall of Fame, Altoona's own Ed Flanagan.